Hi, I have online exclusives. This is the Magnolia Mood. It's new. You can order it now. Whether you're a demonstrator or you're not, you can order this really pretty stamp set. I paired it with Countryside dies. I'll show you what I did and then how easy it was to put together. I mean, how pretty is that? And this, I put it on the Memories and More from the January to April catalog. These are the cards. I love these cards and envelopes. So that's what I used, was this card and envelope. And it looks real plain, and then you open this and it's a party. So it comes in two colors. I'm using the Calypso Coral one for this card. This is going to be a camp project. So if you come to my camps, friends, that's what we're doing. I'm going to crease this down with my bone folder. And I like these. They're a little bit bigger than our regular size cards. So if you compared it to a regular size card, it gives me a little bit more space to write if I need to write a message. So I took my Whisper White, basic white now, and I stamped on it with Memento. And then I used the die to cut out my Magnolia. Sometimes I cut and then stamp, or sometimes I stamp, cut it out, then color. Sometimes I color it before I cut it out. I'll show you why I wanted to cut it out. Is I wanted to take my, oh, that's light grainy apple. That's not the color that I want. I want this. This is the soft seafoam. I love these for things like this. I'm going to go around this edge. See how this one I left white? This one I'm going to color seafoam. Then I'm going to let you see, and you can let me know which one you like better. So I'm just going to go over the white part. I pre-stamped and cut some of this stuff out so you didn't have to watch me do everything, because you get to watch me color. I love our blends. Well, and I love this glass mat studio that I'm working on. Gosh, I hope you have one. Okay, so I went around and colored just the outside with the, again, soft seafoam. So now I'm going to color my flower. Do I need to zoom in? Do you want to see this closer? I don't know. Oh, look. Boom, baby. All right. So now I have a dark parakeet. I mix my colors. I could go dark and light of the same thing, or I can kind of mix them up. So I'm going to go over my leaves. So that's dark parakeet, and this is light granny apple. And most of the leaves, at least around my house, have lots of colors in them. And I think for down the center of the leaf, I may get a little bit of an old olive here. Oh, I got light mossy meadow. That'll work too. I'm going to take that down the center and shade that center just a little bit more. And then I like to take it up next to where the flower is, make it a little bit darker up there too. You know, Stampin' Up! Kind of darkens and lightens it in the proper places for me. I'm going to go over it again with this. Okay. Now, for I have dark daffodil. And my grandson, look at the tip of that thing. He colored a picture for his mother while he was here. The picture was beautiful. My marker, not so much. My blend. And then I just want to add, and he used this color too. But it still works. I'm going to use the other side. Until they're dry, I hate to get rid of them just because he loved the tip a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this Calypso, and I'm not trying to do anything super fancy with it. I'm just adding a little bit of color. And the reason I chose Calypso is that is the color on this. Okay. So now you can see, here's the difference between the two. See how that, I just softened the edges with that soft sea foam, and it's just not a stark white. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out so you can see me do my sum assembly required. Okay, so there's my Magnolia, and I muscled it. Used all my muscles to manipulate it a little bit so it's not too flat. I used the Countryside Corners dies to cut out a piece of vellum, and I ran it through the time-worn type. To create a background. I'm putting this, I've got a container over here that has everything ready for camp, because I'm going to do this as a camp card. So I'm just putting it all back in the container. I'm going to take a little bit of seal, run it down the middle of my card, put this guy on. It just, I'll show you the difference. So here it is on the card, which is beautiful. But there it is when you add it on the piece of vellum. I just think it makes the flower pop a little bit more. So now I'm going to, I took a scrap, not very big scrap of the gold, and ran through some of these Magnolia leaves. These dies come in the bundle. And I'm just going to stick them on. Oh no, there's no more glue dots. I'm gonna stick, oh, I gotta stick this down first. What am I thinking? So I'm gonna stick it on with some dimensionals, and I'm gonna put the dimensionals under where I want it raised up just a little bit. So now my Magnolia is stuck down. Now I'm going to stick my leaves under. With the glue dots. I love a good gold accent. I'm getting ready to go to Houston. In fact, guys, I'm going to post this video when you see it on Monday. This is my Monday when I normally do a Facebook Live. I'm going to post this so you have some online exclusives that you can see, just like I said I would do on Mondays. But I will be in Houston. I'll be with my sister and Gina, our friend from Germany, for the first couple of days. And then after that's done, I will join my friends from here for Stampin' Up's on stage. And I will be partying with my stamp friends. Okay, so this is the card. I'm going to add these gems, which are the Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock gems that I feel like go really well with this. I'm going to use the subtle ones because I can. That one stuck itself. It decided it wanted to be right there. So now I'm going to show you the two of these. Now this one, my original one, I put Happy Birthday down in the corner. It shows up okay. I wanted it to show up a little bit better, but it's okay. Like somebody's going to know that I sent them a birthday card. But this one, I'm not going to put anything on it for right now. The other words in the set, it's got some good words in the set. It has "Thank you for being you, just a note to let you know that you are loved," or the happy birthday. And it just wasn't as bold as what I wanted it to be. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for camp, but they always have the option of not putting any words on it. Sometimes it's good to have a wordless card at home. Can you see the subtle difference between the bright white and the soft sea foam? It's so subtle, but I like it. I like it. I feel like it makes the white of the Magnolia look whiter when I put the seafoam on it. I really want to do this one now that we've talked about it enough. One moment, please. Make sure I got the right color. Nope, I didn't. 100% got the wrong color. This is the light Granny Apple, and we're going to go with it. Let's see. This one you're going to be able to see a lot better. I mean, I could read what the colors are before I started coloring, right? This is what you call coloring outside the lines. One of my favorite things to do. I used to help out at the kids' school, and I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I would bring in our products and we would do different projects. And I would say, when you stamp and when you work with me, you don't have to stay in the lines. And can I tell you the weight that I lifted off of a lot of little boys' shoulders? I'm like, everybody gets to create their own thing. The best thing, we used to have these Versamark pens, and they would write their name, and then I'd put embossing powder on it, and they would get to see their name light up or become embossed. Okay, now you can really see it. What do you think, friends? All right, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Remember, I'm in Houston, so I will be back the next Monday live at noon. But you're going to get a recording this time. Maybe I'll go live in Houston. We'll see. All right, friends, have a good one. Bye.